Okay, children. So, as I was explaining earlier, that I'll try to explain how contours are made using a paper cone. Now, I had a paper cup, and on that, I have made another smaller paper cone so that I have a proper conical shape from bottom to the top. Now, according to the definition, it is imaginary lines joining places having the same height above sea level. So, let's imagine that the bottom of this cup is the sea level, and I have put a scale here, and at every 1 centimeter interval, or let's take 2 centimeter, otherwise, it will take too long for me. 2 centimeters interval, I imagine that I am going to slice or cut through this conical shape as I move upwards. And every time I cut through this conical shape at whatever height, 2 centimeters, then 4 centimeters, then 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, I will draw what I see from the top. So if you see from the top, I see basically the base of the cone, this cup, and then I see the top, and I see the sides and the slopes of this conical shape. And overall, what I observe is that every side is circular. Only thing when you take a conical shape is that it becomes narrower and narrower. So if I draw a conical shape, just as I have explained to you all right now, on a piece of paper, and using a scale, I divide it into vertical intervals. The vertical intervals I will mark in this manner. So at 2 centimeters, then at 4 centimeters, then at 6 centimeters, I am going to divide. Okay, here let me take it at 1 centimeter interval. Okay. Now when I am going to cut through this cone at each of the interval heights that I have made, I will start from the bottom, then I will cut it at this point, at this height, then at the next height, and then here, here, and then here. By the time I reach over here, the conical shape is no longer there. So we will number these contour lines starting from 0, then this was 1 centimeter, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 we did not have, means that the shape that I have drawn is below the height of 6 centimeters. Now since it's a conical shape, you understand? Let's take this cone, that shape that I have made, and now if I put this conical shape over here and I start cutting this conical shape at every interval, every time I'm going to cut it, what will you see? You will see a circle. But the main thing that is going to happen when you see the circle every time is that the circle is becoming narrower and narrower, because as you can see that the conical shape is becoming narrower as we are moving to the top till you come to the point which is the tip of the cone. So every line that I am going to draw from here, that will be my first contour line. Let me just take the help of the scale so that my diameter remains correct. And now I'm going to draw the shape of a circle which becomes the contour line of the bottom of the cone, and I'm going to write 0 over here. Now the next contour line which I'm going to draw at 1 centimeter will be a little narrower, because as you can see that the conical shape has decreased. So I am again drawing the guidelines so that my circle remains within this diameter. And now a slightly smaller circle is going to show the height of 1 centimeter for this conical shape. And in this manner I will keep moving up here and here, and the next circle is of the height 2. So I should write 1 over here and then I'll write 2 over here. Then I come to the next one, which is 3. And the next circle of the conical shape, as I am drawing the contour, as I am going higher and higher, the circles are becoming smaller and smaller as the diameter of the conical shape, as we move towards the peak, is becoming smaller and smaller. And in this manner, my circular shape of the contour lines is decreasing till I come to the highest one here and here. And so I make this smaller circle, which is 5. Now children, this point is not up to 6 centimeters, but if I measure it, it is about 5 millimeters. So I can use the spot height method now and make a dot here and write 5.5, so that the people will know that there is still some more land going up to the height of 5.5 centimeters. Okay, had this tip, let's say if I had drawn it in such a way that my conical shape had reached up till here, then I would have put the dot and I would have written 6 in that case. Instead of 5.5, I would have written 6. And so these circular lines which I am seeing, and as you can see that the distance between all of them is almost uniform, because the angle at which I have drawn the conical shape from both the sides is identical, and therefore this kind of a shape has been created. Let's say that I make a conical shape again, but this time I make the conical shape with the slope. If you take this angle from here, it is much steeper and much bigger. Now when I will join and draw the contour lines at these different heights, you will experience how they will look different in the contour lines that I am going to draw. One thing you will observe firstly is that the base over here of the first cone was smaller and the circle is of the same size. Here the base has become broader. The angle here and the angle here of this slope and this slope. This slope is steeper. As you can see, this slope is steeper. This is a bigger angle, and this slope is less steep. I won't call it a gentle slope, children, as yet, but it is a less steep slope. Now I want to show you that both shapes are conical shapes, but this shape has a very steep sided cone and this shape has a less steep sided cone, and how your contour lines are going to be different. Again, in both the sides I have taken the slope of almost, if I measure this angle here going up and this angle going up, it should be almost the same. Now when I'm going to start drawing the contour of this particular feature, I'll just once again keep drawing my guidelines so that my circular shape remains within the correct dimensions. Now, you see my circle has become so much bigger because this was narrower, so the circle was accordingly smaller. Now this is a broader base, so my circle is accordingly bigger. Again, I'm taking the same height, so here it is 0, so I'm going to write 0 for the first contour line. The second contour line, which will be at the height of 1 centimeter, children, as you can see, because the slope here was steeper and here it is less steep, so this distance from here to here in this one and this distance from here to here in the steeper slope is lesser, and in this one where the slope is less steep, it is definitely more. And therefore, when I'm going to draw the circle of 1 centimeter now, from here to here, what you are going to observe is that the gap which was seen in this one and the gap which is seen in this one has now taken a different dimension. The gap here is bigger in this one as compared to the gap of the previous conical shape. And in this manner, as I will go higher, you will see that the gaps between each circle are much wider, the spacing is much wider and the circles are much lesser because the height is also lesser. So this was 0, this was 1, this is the contour line of 2, and then I come to the contour line of 3 centimeters. And the one which is 4 is exactly at the height of 4. So right here, with the help of the scale, I have kept the point and I have written 4. So children, you will now understand that the shape of the lines tells you the shape of the feature, but the gap or the distance between the line tells you the slope, the angle or the gradient of the slope. If they are closer, the slope is steep. If they have bigger gap, then the slope is gentle. And you can now just imagine that if in the same shape I make a shape in this manner now. Okay, and this slope has become, see the angle, the previous line's angle and now the new line that I have drawn. It is a very, very shallow slope. A shallow slope or almost a very gentle slope. I mean, towards the gentler side now. Whereas this side is still at the same angle and is a steeper side. So when I am going to draw the lines now, see from here, the next line at the height of 1 centimeter, see how much gap is going to be there. And see from here, the next line over here, see how much gap is going to be there. This much gap will be there. So I'm going to draw another one and show it to you all.